following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA X Division Championship. Introducing first the challenger, representing First Class from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rich Swann.
And Rich Swann is just strutting into this match in the best shape of his entire life. I mean, Rich Swann, many of us know, has turned his life around in the last year, and it shows not only in the way he acts, the way he carries himself, but in his physical form. This may be the best Rich Swann we've ever seen, and I hope Leon Slater is ready for that.
The former TNA World Champion and X Division Champion.
England, weighing in at 198 pounds, he is the TNA X Division Champion, Leon Slater!
Leon Slater's had a lot on his plate as of late. He has this defense tonight here at Turning Point. However, Leon Slater and NXT's Javon Evans will be challenging Dark State for the NXT Tag Team titles this coming Tuesday, live on the CW from the theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City as a part of NXT Gold Rush.
We've talked about it before. Leon Slater keeping a very, very busy schedule as of late. Still traveling back home to the UK, coming here to TNA, making appearances and wrestling in NXT. Leon Slater is worldwide, and Leon Slater is non-stop.
You mentioned Leon Slater. He still makes his home in Bradford, England. He's not lost one-on-one between NXT and TNA in 7 months. Well, the last time and the only time he faced off against Rich Swann was in the United Kingdom at Rev Pro in March of 2023. That match went Rich Swann's way. So there is some history between these two. Leon Slater not underestimating Swann. If anything, Leon Slater's trying to bring the best out of Rich Swann.
Anybody knows Swann knows what his potential is, what his capability is. You mentioned it, former world champion, X Division champion. This guy's been a champion all over the world. Can he add one more reign to his resume tonight?
The TNA X Division Championship is the signature title of TNA Wrestling, first captured by the phenomenal AJ Styles back in 2002 in Huntsville, Alabama. We've seen the likes of Samoa Joe, Abyss, Josh Alexander, Speedball Mike Bailey, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. The list goes on and on of spectacular X Division champions who helped build this company.
You're looking at two of them right now. As Leon Slater, as ever, confident walking in as champ. You heard Slater talking to Swann yesterday as that challenge was laid out, kind of posing the question, what have you done lately? I mean, running around with AJ Francis in First Class, but what have you done in that ring? That's what Leon Slater wants to see. That's what he might want to pull out here of Rich Swann.
Last time we saw Rich Swann in action was in the Call Your Shot gauntlet match at Bound for Glory.
Here again.
Swann trying to withstand the larger, stronger competitor. Swann backing up Slater into the corner. Champion's advantage, of course, to Slater. Title cannot change hands on a count-out or disqualification, only via pinfall or submission in the ring.
And again, Slater taking control of that exchange and feeling very confident.
Do you think someone like Rich Swann is trying to prove something to himself in this matchup? As I mentioned, it's been over a year since he had a singles match in this company.
I would hope so, because at the end of the day, the only person you got to face in the mirror back at the hotel at the end of the night, win, lose, or draw, is yourself. And that's the only one you need to prove anything to, ultimately. So Swann is out here fighting for Rich Swann. And oh, you want to know if Swann still got it? Woo!
Swann picking up the pace here. Down goes Slater.
Ooh, and a little Mr. All Night Long coming back into the fray here.
Oh! Kick right to the chest. Swann, a former cruiserweight champion in WWE here in TNA. He won the now retired Digital Media Championship. Was the final TNA heavyweight champion years ago. Oh my God!
There's the strength. There's the There's that aggression of Slater. Look at him go!
Look out below! Leon Slater just kicked it into high gear.
And we've talked about that before, Tom. Let's take a look, though. Slater brought it to a whole nother level. Look at the intensity. When Slater gets backed into a corner, he ups that intensity to another level.
We've seen how Slater has evolved as a person and as a competitor here in TNA wrestling over the last 2 years, but how he's evolved, especially as a champion. Oh! And now 117 days as X Division champion has been remarkable.
Said it since day one. He's wise beyond his years, carries himself like the veteran that he truly is at such a young age.
The youngest X Division champion of all time, accomplished that feat at 20 years of age, just turned 21 at the back end of September.
But Tom, you do wonder just a little bit. At the end of the day, despite all that experience, despite everything he brings to the table that I know he has, he is still a young man, and I feel that a little bit of maybe getting showed up early on has ticked Leon Slater off a little bit.
Slater bowed back up there, but Swann showing what he's all about, what he's capable of. Irony that one of Swann's greatest victories came against Moose. I mentioned the World Championship, the Heavyweight Championship on the line at one point. And the greatest victory in Leon Slater's career came at Slammiversary this past summer at UBS Arena in New York, defeating Moose to become the youngest X Division champion of all time.
Once again, Swann now having Slater's number here. Because despite the amount of time that Slater has put in his young number of years, Rich Swann still has the experience advantage on Slater.
Shot right to the midsection. Swann taking down Slater. Oh, went for the rolling splash. Got caught with the double knees. Slater trying to retain and a kick out.
Great counter from the X Division champion.
Whoop. Oh, and down goes Slater face first into the steel.
That was nasty landing. And immediately you see our ringside physician going to check on Leon Slater.
Slater favoring his left eye. I think his eye went into the point of the steel steps.
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about that.
Our referee, Paige Prinzavali, checking on Leon Slater, trying to see if he can go. The medical staff trying to evaluate Leon. Oh, and there was Swann in pursuit, and Slater's going to push forward.
I mean, his eye might be messed up, but he at least saw that coming.
Slater's clearly messed up.
Depth perception could be all off, which...
Whoa! Certainly disoriented now. Here's the cover. Swann trying to win the title and a kick out.
Again, you gotta wonder how wise it is to continue after something like this. Take another look all the way out and out to the outside. I think you're right, Tom. Nearly right into that corner, that point of the stairs.
Now watch this one more time.
Oh.
Not the first time I've seen something of that nature, but still.
And even if it's not the point, I mean, if it's a black eye, a bruise, if it swells up, if it even just affects your vision at all a little bit, considering the style of Leon Slater and all the high flying he does.
And whether you like it or not, it's smart by Swann to kick to the left eye. Hold on. Slater caught Swann. Talk about getting disoriented. Down goes Swann.
There's the power of Slater.
Cover, shoulders down. Swann stays in it.
But again, still favoring, still trying to reopen that eye.
Let's take a look back here. What just transpired here moments ago. Down went Swann in a heap.
Huge spinning side slam. Almost had the title retained there.
Slater, his equilibrium's thrown off, so he returned the favor, I guess, to Swann.
And then some. Valiant effort here from the X Division champion, no doubt about that.
A left eye, the orbital bone, certainly have to be questions, but that's for our medical staff to determine somewhere down the line. A shot to the left eye there by Swann.
And like it or not, I mean, it's a smart move.
And you can see Slater trying to reach out there. Swann stayed on Slater's blind side.
That's all it took, though, was one shot to the eye to immediately interrupt anything Slater wanted to do.
Now Swann back up on the apron. Leon Slater dragging it back in. Slingshot cutter. Hook to the leg, trying to hold on to his title, and a kick out by the challenger.
And every spare second, Slater going back to that eye, but continuing to push forward here.
Oh, now Leon Slater, is he gonna do it? Trying to step through for the Styles Clash.
But Swann, look at that, bringing his arms back around, fighting.
Well scouted. Swann has seen Slater utilize the Styles Clash and had an answer for it. Oh, kick right to the head. Neck breaker by Swann.
Swann once again. Ooh!
Oh, kick back there by Swann. Slater's down. Swann continues the attack on the eye and the head. Oh, wait a minute, the crossbody. Cover. Oh, a kick out there by Slater.
He said Slater was trying to get up for a counter. Swann beat him to the punch. I've been in the ring with Swann. I can tell you just how quickly he can turn things around on a dime.
There have been times we've seen Slater go for counters in that type of situation. Perhaps for a cutter, you could see Slater try and get himself up, but Swann was just a step ahead.
And small thing, maybe couldn't judge the distance because of everything with his eye. But here, look at Slater, the desperation almost. Grabbing at the leg of Rich Swann here. Oof. Ooh.
Slater defiant in the face of Rich Swann.
Swann continuing to fight too.
Oh!
God.
Slater continuing to favor that eye. Oh, and it's only gonna get worse.
This has turned into a hard-hitting affair. Fast. Whoa!
Oh, caught up on the shoulders. Slater going for Utopia, center of the ring.
Got it! Now is it time to put it away? Can he hit the mark?
Slater up top, Swann is down. Thought about the Swanton 450.
Rich Swann had that one scouted.
Once again was going for the slingshot cutter. Swann sensed it coming, held on, went for a DDT.
Now counter for counter for counter!
Oh my God, Swann might have him. Can he win the title? Oh, kick out.
Rich Swann has an answer for everything.
There's a cutter. Swann has Slater down. Can he capture the X Division Championship? 450.
Is it enough, new champion?
Slater kicked out at 2.
Swann cannot believe it. The number of matches he has won with that cutter into the 450. But tonight, not enough to get the job done.
Chance of this is awesome from this sold-out crowd here live at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida.
This is awesome. This is the X Division. This is TNA Wrestling.
Now Leon Slater trying to slow up Rich Swann. Swann went for that 450 moments ago. We've seen him use the Phoenix Splash in the past.
Slater, though, able to stop the momentum up top. Now, ooh, dangerous territory up here on the top rope. Oh, God, these stiff shots. And Swann returning fire.
Oh, straight headbutt to the injured eye.
Right to the eye, to that orbital area. And look at this. Wait!
Oh, Slater went up and got Swann.
Shades of Rich Swann that he did to Eric Young to win the world title.
A blast from the past. Speak of the devil. Styles clash.
Is it enough?
Swann able to stay in this match.
But how much is left? Slater has regained control. On wobbly legs or no?
Slater trying to gather himself. Swann is down. Huge opportunity now for the champion.
With one eye, Slater heads up top once again. Swanton 450.
Slater puts away Swann.
Here is your winner, and still the TNA X Division Champion, Leon Slater.
Another win, another classic from Leon Slater.
Take a look back here. Leon Slater, the Swanton 450 helps him put away yet another former TNA World Champion. This has been an incredible reign for Slater as X Division Champion.
And of course, TNA President Carlos Silva presented Leon Slater the title the way Leon Slater likes the title.
Leon Slater persevered. But what a performance by Rich Swann.
Take nothing away. He showed up here in the best shape of his life. And he showed us why he is the former champion that he is. And Swann, had me for a moment there. Game, recognized game.
A rare showing of all class from a member of first class. I am genuinely surprised.
Perhaps a competitive spirit, once dormant, woken up in Rich Swann once again.
Leon Slater, congratulations on yet another successful title defense. Everyone here in the TNA family, we love you. We know what you're going through right now, and we just want to take a moment to honor the memory of your grandmother here with everyone.
You know, after that one, I can't really see too well, but I can damn sure hear you lot. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without my nan, my mom, my sister. So TNA family, people in the back, everyone here tonight, thank you so much for that. You don't know how much that means.
Leon, I understand that you've got another pretty big match coming up on Tuesday on NXT. How do you feel about that?
I feel a little better about that question, I can't lie. But I tell you what, man, it's been a wild 2025. Not just for me, but for someone you lot know as well. That boy is bouncy. Yeah. 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 Me and the young OG have had a crazy 2025. I mean, he's wrestling Gunther on Monday, you get me? I'm the X Division champion, the youngest of all time, you get me? And on Tuesday, we become the youngest NXT Tag Team Champions of all Ross Clark time, you get me?
Confident words from the X Division champion. His challenges aren't over tonight.